Hi there, this is Terry at my Crooked House and Studio and my very dark house. That's why I have a floor lamp in the middle of my hall because you would not be able to see anything. So I'm going to give you a tour of my tiny little bathroom. And if anyone's interested, I'm going to do a tour of my linen closet and hall after I'm done with the bathroom. So we'll start with the door. We bought this at a garage sale for $10. But for some reason, I did not buy the trim for the door. I don't know why, but when we went back to go buy the trim, I think the guy was having a bit of seller's remorse because he ended up charging me way, way more for the trim than he did for the door initially. So you can see I put that piece on the bottom because the door was only 6 feet tall. So definitely looked funny when I first hung it up there. Kind of hanging up high. But all right, let's take a peek inside. I got it as light as I can in here. I know it's pretty dark. So we did this over 10 years ago. And I had gotten the metal from the neighbor. It was just behind his garage. And we had no idea how to do this or how to hang it up. We were definitely very new at the handyman special kind of thing. And there was just enough to fit in here. That's why I ended up putting the trim around the outside of it. And not the easiest stuff to work with. This is the real deal. This is old stuff. It's very thick. My husband about wanted to kill me when he was putting that fan in there. I think it took him like 2 days just to be able to get that done. Working overhead was not fun. So there was a bathtub in here that we took out. I'll try to get a couple pictures. I think I only have one picture of this bathroom before we did the renovation in here. And yeah, in those days, we didn't take pictures of everything we did. So I do buy a lot of vintage and antique things for sure. A lot of these, I mean, I love the Picasso print there, that's for sure. But some of these things in here, I chose just for the color with the blue. I mean, I like it, but I love the blue in there. That's my little Kleenex box, which is fun to have. It's crooked right now, but just out of probably like a business bathroom or something. This is a great old medicine cabinet that even, I love that it's got where it's from on the inside. That's actually tin even. And we ended up going with the galvanized light. Yeah, my husband, it's so funny watching this now because it's so dark in here. He even shaves in that little mirror. So my hook is a little hand, which is kind of fun. So my vanity was like a medical cart. It's got wheels on it. And then we just had the marble cut for the top of it there. And initially when we did this, I was thinking that it was the sink was going to end up sitting on the marble, but it didn't end up working out like that. And I'm okay with that. I like it being so high. My stomach is growling. So we had a friend of ours. She's a plumber, and she come over and was looking at our bathroom fixture there. So we got like an old brass knob down there, and she just thought that was the greatest thing. So I've never seen anybody do that before. So we collect a lot of old hardware, so that was fun to be able to use that. No, I do not have a toilet paper holder. That's the way high roll, but I don't have a good spot for it because right in front of the toilet is where I hang my towels at. So it's nice not to have to worry about who's going to replace the toilet paper anyways. So, yeah, I don't know how many people have an emu in their bathroom. So in a future video, I do plan on turning this white trim into wood grain. It would definitely look a lot better. Do some faux wood there. But so here's my little shelf that was from my old house. I mean, the way it fits in there, it looks like something that I had made specifically because it fits so good, but I did not. And I like having the pictures on the wall behind the door because, you know, then you have something to look at when you're having a seat. So this is mostly not really useful things up here, and just more things to look at. And yes, I do use shower caps all the time. So it was fun to find some vintage ones. Pretty sure my husband put that piranha up there. Doesn't really go with the rest of the decor, but I gotta let him put a few things in here. So that's a little painting I did on an old like roof tin, ceiling tin, whatever. And it was nice when we took the bathtub out to have all this little extra storage here. It's very dark in there, but I got like some old barber stuff. There's a roll of old dental floss in there. These tins are not vintage, but they fit in here perfect. I had like that old lacquer piece of metal there. I put that on there. And that's my funky little garbage can, which is actually an old 45 record holder, and I put trash on there because, yeah, some people certainly wouldn't know that that's my trash can. So I did the big circle. And let's go take a look at the hall. All right, so here's my little hall. And I do have a before picture of the hall. I can figure out how to put it in there. This whole house was completely redone. We have no drywall anywhere in the house. We have either beadboard or this tongue and groove, knotty pine, that kind of stuff. The wood on the wall here, actually, we did buy at a garage sale, and I love it. I think it's poplar. I love all the different colors on there. This is not working. That's just there for looks. My door came, I have 2 doors like this. You'll see the other one in my hall here, and they're just from a old Michigan cottage, which I love. And there's my dog barking at the neighbors. So this pink in here, this is the same color that I have on my studio countertops. I was planning when I first did this door on here, I was planning on putting some kind of curtain or something on there, but I like the idea of having it all open. It makes me keep it nice and, well, at least to me, this is pretty neat. So that's just an old kitchen cupboard that really helps out with storage. And yeah, my dog's gonna keep barking. So that's that. I got my bedroom door shut because my cat is laying on my bed, so I couldn't make my bed. I mean, Yeah, I'm one of those people. I didn't want to disturb my kitty, so got a captain's quarters sign up there. Should I stop and go shut my door? I don't know. But all right, so that's just an awesome painting that I just love that. I like the mixture of some mid-century and old antique things put together. Oh, and that's my stomach growling. So this wood that I used for the shelves, that was out of a great old house. I was at an antique show, and there was a bunch of old houses there, and I just got really lucky. They had this big pile of wood sitting out there, and I asked if I could have it, and they said yes. So I have it in my other bathroom, and then I have it in my some bookshelves and stuff. So I love it. Especially love the like blue green on there. So this is one of my favorite things that we did in the house, or I did this. A little fun little kitty door. So I do keep this door closed all the time. It's just my laundry room. And the kitty litter box is in there. So they love that little door. Even when this door is open, they still use this door. So yeah, it's my messy laundry room. This used to be my little art room before I got my studio. So I am going to, I know, repurpose this room for something, probably just storage, but make it look a lot cuter. I'm going to do some painting. Do something with the floor. I never did anything with the floor in there. By the time working on this for a year, by the time I got to that room, I'm just like, all right, that's enough. So we did take the whole ceiling. I cannot redo this video. I'm just gonna have to listen to the barking, but so yeah, we did take the ceiling off the drywall, so we have an wide open ceiling. There's some taxidermy birds up there, and this door, it was really fun to be able to do completely custom things in here. So this is like a door off an old sailboat, and I have a time card in there, time card holder, which does normally hold my mail, but I thought I'd go ahead and, move that aside for my video, but just fun, collectible things everywhere. And all those cords were initially supposed to be inside there. It didn't happen that way. This little painting I did of my dog, the one you hear barking, and my kitties. So, all right. I think that's the tour for today, and I will do another room if anybody is interested in seeing. They're all kind of fun and funky like this. So thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you at the next one.